The disappearance of 19-year-old Jay Slater has captured the nation's attention like a gripping true crime thriller, except this story is heartbreakingly real, with fresh twists erupting even as the official inquest gets underway. With whispers of drugs, a mysterious group of friends, and now a shocking demand from Jay's mother, the case is spiraling into something far deeper than anyone expected. What started as a missing persons report in the sun-drenched hills of Tenerife has evolved into a full-blown mystery packed with intrigue, shadowy details, and a grieving family determined to get to the truth, no matter how explosive it may be. A trip gone wrong. Jay Slater, an apprentice bricklayer from Lancashire, was enjoying what was meant to be a carefree holiday with friends. Photos from the early days of the trip showed Jay smiling by the pool, basking in the island sun, and partying into the early hours. But that all changed after a night out in Playa de las Americas. Jay reportedly left the club with two men no one else in his party seemed to know very well. The next morning, he called his friend Lucy to say he was lost in the mountains, had little phone battery left, and couldn't find his way back. Then, radio silence. Despite days of extensive searches involving helicopters, dogs, and local volunteers, no trace of Jay has been found. No footprints. No dropped phone. No signs of a struggle. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Nothing. The inquest opens, and so do old wounds. The inquest into Jay Slater's disappearance began last week at Blackburn Coroner's Court. Though expected to be a straightforward administrative affair, the hearing was anything but. Jay's mother, Donna Slater, stunned the room with an emotional and unprecedented demand that the British authorities launch a parallel criminal investigation. "I'm not leaving this room until someone listens to me," she reportedly said, her voice trembling but resolute. "This isn't just a case of a young lad going missing. There's more to this. I know it." Gasps rippled through the gallery as Donna presented what she claimed were screenshots, voice notes, and messages Jay had sent her during his trip. Some contained cryptic references to dodgy people and warnings that he didn't feel safe. Others alluded to a falling out with one of the friends he came with, someone who has now reportedly left the country. According to Donna, not all of Jay's travel companions were properly questioned by Spanish police, and she believes they may be hiding something. The shadow of drugs. As the inquest continued, more troubling details emerged. Coroner Fiona Lawson confirmed that the Spanish Civil Guard had shared information pointing to potential drug activity at the villa Jay was last seen entering. While toxicology results could not be obtained without a body, a witness who was at the party told authorities there was a lot of cocaine, ketamine, and pills being used that night. One of the two men Jay left the club with, who has since been identified as a British expat known to police, reportedly has a history of drug-related arrests in the UK and Spain. Donna didn't mince words when asked about the drug allegations. "I don't care what anyone says, my boy didn't go out there to do drugs. He might have been naive, but he wasn't stupid. If someone gave him something, I want to know who and why." Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The missing friends. Perhaps the most baffling revelation in the inquest so far has been the conflicting accounts of Jay's companions, especially two individuals who were part of his core travel group but have now vanished from public view. One of them, a 22-year-old man named Reese, is believed to have flown back to the UK just 2 days after Jay's disappearance. The other, only referred to in court as Person X, failed to respond to repeated requests for interviews by Spanish investigators. When pressed on why these individuals hadn't been officially declared persons of interest, Coroner Lawson offered a cautious response. At present, there is no direct evidence linking these individuals to criminal wrongdoing. However, the inconsistencies in their statements are troubling and warrant further review. Jay's mother, however, is far less diplomatic. "They know something," she told reporters outside the court. "You don't just go silent if your friend is missing unless you have something to hide." Public reaction and online sleuths. The public's obsession with the case has only intensified in light of the recent drama. Social media is ablaze with speculation. TikTok detectives have begun cross-referencing timestamps, analyzing Instagram stories from the night Jay vanished, and trying to identify the two men he left with. A Reddit thread titled, "What Really Happened to Jay Slater?" has over 20,000 comments, with some users claiming to have spotted clues in Spanish news footage. One video circulating on X, formerly Twitter, shows a blurry figure running near the mountain path where Jay's phone last pinged. But experts are urging caution. Dr. Louise Harrow, a criminologist from the University of Manchester, warns that armchair detectives could muddy the waters. We've seen it with other cases. Theories can spiral into witch hunts, leading to innocent people being harassed or worse. The best thing we can do is let the facts come out. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Still, with each new revelation, the facts seem to grow murkier. Donna's shock demand, a turning point. Donna Slater's demand for a dual investigation, both in the UK and Spain, has already sparked action. MP Jonathan Fielding has called for a formal review by British police and suggested that the Home Office should step in if Spanish authorities continue to stall. There are clear concerns of foul play, Fielding said in a televised interview. This is not just about a missing teenager. This is potentially a matter of international criminal activity. The UK must take this seriously. Donna has also launched a formal petition demanding UK police involvement, which has already garnered over 250,000 signatures in less than a week. Behind the headlines, her pain is raw and unrelenting. "He was my only son," she said, sobbing outside the courthouse. "I won't stop until I bring him home, or at least find out what happened." What happens next? As the inquest resumes, several critical developments are expected in the coming days. Subpoenas for Jay's friends who haven't yet testified. Further questioning of the two men he was last seen with, who are currently under voluntary surveillance in Tenerife. Release of drone and thermal imaging data from the original search. A possible second search of the villa where Jay spent his final known hours. There is also talk of the family hiring a private investigator, potentially an international one, to continue the search independently if the official channels fail to deliver answers. Meanwhile, supporters have started crowdfunding to cover legal fees and private search costs, raising over £100,000 in just 4 days. The lingering questions. Why would Jay venture into the mountains alone, especially without water or phone charge? Why have key friends gone silent or fled the country? What really went on inside that villa, and why has it not been thoroughly searched again? And most chillingly, is Jay Slater still alive? These are the questions that haunt Donna Slater. And they're the questions that will continue to drive this inquest deeper into a web of secrets, silence, and suspicion. Conclusion. As the storm around Jay Slater's disappearance intensifies, what once seemed like a tragic accident is now beginning to resemble something far more sinister. With bombshells dropping by the day and Donna Slater's determination pushing the story into the spotlight, this case is no longer just about finding a missing teen. It's about unearthing a truth that some would rather keep buried. One thing is certain. The drama is far from over, and the next chapter could change everything. Subscribe the channel to get such videos.